M0FXB, very good morning. I'm just playing around here with some of my PC software. I thought I'd do some live. So yeah, the camera's not great, but so here we are. We're on the Rsba1, which is actually connected to my ICOM IC-7300. So I can actually turn it up here on the PC.
Mike 3, Hotel, Juliet, Hotel 59.
Thank you for the 59. I've got you on a 5 and 8. The name this way is Harry, Hotel Alpha, Romeo, Romeo, Yankee. Harry is the name. I'm approximately 10 miles east of Manchester, over.
Okay, Harry. Do you know your WAB score?
So you can see I can change around the different settings. So I right click the NR, you get a little toggle there, and the MB, the volume, the squelch. So it's pretty good, and then I can just tune through and we can do FT8. Now this is using a USB cable. You can do it wirelessly, and you don't have to control it from this computer. You can hop over to a different computer, and if you've never used it, you have a server in the software, and you have a radio list, so you can add radio lists, add radios, and you can add servers. Also, we've got the ICOM 5100 on the go here. You can't see it, but we're on Dstar ref1c, and if I just key there just to show I'm live, there you go. That's me on reflector. Pretty sure it's 1 Charlie. Let's go to configuration. If I scroll down, there you are, reflector 1C. See, I've changed the colors on my dashboard. Now to change that, you just go expert and then CS tools, and you play around with these numbers. See this content, they change the colors, different numbers, different colors. Anyway, back to the dashboard. We've also got the Openspot 3 connected on the same radio, 5100, but it's, I'll show you that, it's cross-moding to Talk Group 91. Yeah, not a great connection there, so let's change it. Let's make it, well, we're on Dstar radio. Dstar radio and reflector. Should we try? Let's try 30. Reflector 30, it'll change over now.
Openspot connected to ref1c-030 Charlie.
Right, if someone speaks, it will come to life. So what else have we got on the computer here? We've got the Yaesu FT300 connected to my PC software, Wires X system. So we are connected. So if I call out, we may have a contact. Let's give it a go. So when I transmit, it will go green here. Hopefully you can hear me fine. I know you can't see the actual radio. Here's the microphone. I know it's a bit small, but anyway, let's give it a call. Mike 0 Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact. M0FXB calling for a contact. Let's see if someone comes back to us. All these squares that you can see here, all these squares, they're all different stations that are connected into this room. So you have rooms. Everyone gets a room number and a node number. So here's the room IDs here. Now we can connect to any of these, or try to connect to any of these. Then you've got this section here, which I think is individual user IDs. So you can connect to people directly. It's very good, and for the sake of a cable that you'll need for programming anyway, it's well worth it, I think. And I use it on even on my Yaesu FT3D. I use it on my laptop. So I'll just show you how to disconnect. So you go like so, click connect at the top, and then click disconnect. And then these are my favorites here. So all you do is you right click one that you like, and then put select add bookmark list, and it puts it up here. So let's try another one. Let's try the one we just connected to. So we go connect. That's CQ UK link by MI5DAW. So should we give a call out? Let's give it a go. M0FXB calling for a contact. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Now it could be connected to many other things, but this is our link into MI5DAW. What else? I'm pretty sure we got HubNet on here. Now there is a search. I've got to remember where the search is now. Is it connect to here? I think you can type numbers in here. I've got to remember HubNet's number now. Let's minimize. So we'll just minimize this. And you do need SCU. I'm pretty sure it's 20 cable on the Yaesu 300. So let's put HubNet C4FM, and let's just put that in. Go to there. They showed the room then. 41461. So let's go back to the software. So we'll disconnect, and we'll go connect to, and we'll put in here 41461, and we'll click OK. Right, now I think we're in. So HubNet's busy. I'm on HubNet using my All-Star node as well, so I'll just turn that down. An All-Star node is basically a Raspberry Pi 3 and a Bofung linked into the All-Star system. But this way is we're using WiresX system to get into HubNet. So let's give a call and see if it works. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo, M0FXB calling for a contact on HubNet. Yeah, so I can see the signal going up on my analog radio, but we are on a fusion radio. So there you are. There's one came back to me then. M0, was it MXE? M0FXB returning. How are you receiving me?
Okay. Calling me call 0 November X-Ray Alpha. Glad you've got the acoustic common to a lot of digital transmissions. My name is Giles. I'm analog into the repeater, and the location is near Tewkesbury. If it wasn't me, I'll shut up and go away.
Yeah, hi Charles. Good to meet you. Probably worked in the past. Name's Andreas, Southwest UK, Weston-super-Mare. Just playing around with Fusion today. I'm on an FTM 300 using the WiresX PC system, but I am using talking into the radio and the microphone. And but yeah, I'm coming in via C4FM room number 41461. So I do have an All-Star node. I could talk to you on that, and you could tell me the difference if you like. Back to you.
Okay, well this is it's close-grip on those sort of audio. It's not pleasant to listen to. Your voice without the digitizing and so on would be much nicer to listen to. But it's perfectly good quality. I don't tend to use the internet connections. I'm old enough and stupid enough to think that that's cheating. It's a perfectly good thing to do. It works well, but it's more like using a telephone. And I like, I use repeaters, and I like to talk to the repeater. And I'm used to only really looking for people who are doing the same. RF to the repeater rather than the end of the bench and the node and and so on. But I don't object at all to anybody else using whatever they're allowed to use. It's just I don't select the same selection. So that comparison I would like to hear. So if you've got time and you wish to, I'll be listening.
Yes, okay. So I'm now transmitting on an ICOM 5100, going into a G7 RPG node, which has inside it a Bofung radio. So it's RF from my 5100 to the Bofung, and then that is using a Raspberry Pi that it's connected to get me into the All-Star system. But it is via analog. There's no, well, I wouldn't say there's no digital, but I'll say that it's the All-Star system that's getting me into HubNet. So back to you, Charles. Was there much difference? So we're now on my G7 RPG node.
Sort of halfway house. I'm sure if I was using, if I worked you through WR, which we can do in a moment if you like, you will no doubt hear differences in quality. I mean, I suspect some of what I'm listening to now that sounds not like you would face to face is the Bofeng. But anyway, it's all understandable. That's the good bit. Do you want to try WR if it's free, just to do the complete? And where I am, in just north of Tewkesbury, I've got a good view down the Severn Valley, so you might even hear me on the direct or on the input if you have the facility to listen. But there we are. If you drive up the M5, you'll come past service areas at a place called Strensham Junction 8, and I'm about half a mile to the west of the, I'm 3/4 of a mile to the west of the northbound service area on the top of the tiny little hill.
It's just constant,
M0 FXB returning. We could try it, but I noticed that one of the locals is on there. I'll just turn that up. I think I can turn that up. On the 500, you can transmit and receive at the same time, so I just let you have a listen.
60s. They're not old HPs, they're 70s or 80s.
So on the B band of my 5100, WR is active. So, yeah, your audio was improved a lot via the node. The node when I'm on the node, you did sound like you were coming through a normal FM repeater, where with the FT300 it did have that sort of squashed, digitized sound. Back to you, Charles.
Okay, and I hear the voice of the Southwest talking on the repeater. Yes, I know him, and he is a well-known voice on WR. Can't think of his name or his full call sign, but it's as I say, well-known. Yes, well, I mean, I don't think the quality of the audio that is transmitted on the digital nodes is really nice to listen to. I haven't heard any that are pleasant to listen to. It's clever to make it work, and of course the system is clever, but I like a sort of hands-on approach, and that is given to you and it's worse quality than worse quality than an analog signal. And being elderly and a bit limited in hearing, it's just not attractive. But there you go. If you built your Raspberry Pi system, didn't buy it, then at least you've had the bit of sort of technical getting to grips with things there. So there we are. Are you actually in? Goodness, I can't think where you said you were. Western, or are you somewhere near and just using that as a convenient way to explain it?
M0FXB returning. Yeah, I am in Western, but I'm a couple of miles inland. I'm nearer the motorway junction, so I do recognise the station on WR straight away. Now, what I'm doing is I'm actually I've got several things running on my PC. One of them is a remote software that runs my ICOM 7300, and that is completely controlled by my PC. So it's the ICOM one called the Rsba1. Then in front of me I've got my hotspot, my jumbo hotspot on the screen at the moment. That's controlling the Dstar part of the ICOM 5100. The All-Star node is a box that Peter makes, as explained before. I've also got the Openspot 3 on in front of me, and that's cross-moding my ICOM radio into Talk Group 91 on DMR, so that's interesting. So I'm just playing around with toys, and I do tend to, if I'm on HubNet, I tend to use the node. So yeah, it's just modern way of doing it. I still use HF. I've got a long wire LX20 DX with a 9-to-1 balun, which I use on HF. But I also go on to FT8, so I'm very, very sort of active on confusing myself as much as possible. Back to you, Charles.
Well, I've got to the point of being retired for some time, and I also confuse myself, but a lot of other things manage to give a helping hand. I've been in amateur radio 60 years, and I like to do things myself. So a repeater I will be happy to use, but my way to work somebody is to do it myself. So a lot of HFDXing, a lot of CW. Obviously I've got microphones attached to rigs, but that's not the primary mode. And you can work the end of your bench and pop out at the end of somebody else's bench anywhere in the world, and you do that where the vast majority of the distance is travelled on the internet. Nothing wrong with that, but it's not the hobby that I spent 60 years in. RF leaves my aerial, and in general terms, it's meant to arrive at the destination of the person I'm going to talk to without doing the intermediate bit. But no, it's fine. You carry on and have my blessing. Not that you need it, but I don't find that attractive to me. That's something new that's come along, and it's perfectly valid for those who want it, but it isn't going to fire me up to go and get equipped to do that. Let's face it, it's good to have somewhere you can hide from me. G0NXA.
M0FXB returning. Yeah, I know what you're saying, and there is some satisfaction to RF to RF, definitely. And when I have a contact in that way, I get that. I get that enjoyment of the contact. So okay, well, thanks for the contact. I'm looking at my HF radio here on the PC, but using a G5RV, and I can see that I've got some activity here on 40 meters. So I'm sort of recording what I do, and then I can play it back. And So I'm going to have a little tune through, see what I think. But your connection to HubNet is excellent. Now, did you say you were going via a repeater? I think you did. And which repeater was that? So, or it could be a gateway. I know there's several gateways going into HubNet. So thanks for the contact, Charles. I'll put you in the log, and back to you for a final from M0FXB.
Okay, well, it chopped the last syllable off your call sign. You've got FX, and I think it's Bravo. Let's make sure I'm doing what I think I'm doing.
Yes, definitely Bravo, Bravo.
Okay, right, fine. G0NXA, yes, okay. Well, I'm tuned up on 40 metres. I've had a quick contact this morning. And skip was relatively short with the station up near St Andrews Golf Course in Fife. So I could be listening to the same things you are. Enjoy your day, have a good weekend, stay safe, keep out of the way of this virus, and no doubt catch up with you elsewhere on occasion. But the repeater, by the way, is GB3 Hotel November. It's on the side of Clee Hill. It's to the north of me and in Shropshire, and so that's the route. No, although I know of people who run them, my disinterest would not make me go to a gateway. That's for those who really want to do it. I gave a call for another friend of mine who's been on holiday up near Shrewsbury, and I gave him a call. That was G3SNO portable. One, he may have moved on from there already, and secondly, he no earthly reason why I should be listening at this time of day, and that was what got my voice heard on the repeater. Best wishes. Cheers for now. M0FXB, G0NXA. Bye for now.
Yeah, and to you, Charles. And just to confirm, it is G0 November X-Ray Alpha. Is that correct?
That's fine, and you want to see the screen, there's something written on QRZ. Cheers for this, anyway.
Yeah, thank you. And if you put my call sign into YouTube, you'll see the live stream of the last sort of half hour that I've been operating on all these different modes. 7.3, all the best. Right, well that was good, wasn't it? So, I do want to have a go at HF now. So we're going to turn that up. Get a bit nearer the microphone. We're going to turn up HF and we're going to have a little tune through and let you listen.
Lovely to be here again, and as I say, no interviews, but as I say, we always have a listen out for you, but there you go. I'm going to wish you 73 and God bless, and it's nice talking to you again, Doug. So take care, mate, and hopefully we'll start down a medical, mate. So please take care, mate, and yeah, definitely sorry about Jody, mate. I always remember when you used to say I've got to go and do the grades. Yeah, okay, mate. 73 is a God bless from 2-0. PPZ.
Yeah, 2-0 PPZ, you keep dying, you return. Okay, no problem, Linda. Yeah, we'll do that. together for 60 years. That's a long time, isn't it? It's a long time, but there you go. So we gradually, get used to it. In the end, Anyway, listen, I wish you all the best. I've really been impressive to catch up with you. I really mean it. And you look after yourselves up there. And I'm sure we'll be in touch, hopefully sooner than later. Just see what I'm going to do in a minute. I just want to see if there's anybody else waiting there, and then I'll go QRT there. Do your PVC. All the best to you, and look after yourselves up there. Cheers.
Cheers, Rob. Robert, you're here again, my take care.
Yeah, go to India and I'll go to you.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed the homebrew side of things anyway. It's always been my amateur radio. I'm not a contest man, I'm not really a DX chaser, but very much homebrew and experimentation, and I got too much stuff here. And lots of projects on half as well. There we are. I'll let you carry on and wish some other stations there, John. Wish you 73, all the best from Cardiff, and catch you again sometime. Cheers for now, and I'm going to have a look around the band whilst I've got a minute to spare. G0RGU, GW3U, all the best for now, and chat again soon.
Okay, yeah, nice to get you this morning down there in Cardiff. I'm a big fan of North Wales. I don't know South Wales very well at all. It's long down, and I've been there for 18 months. Talking about lucky. What's that, 3 months, 2 or 3 months before the pandemic. I got the holiday in. I'm really looking forward to going to my second job on Monday. We'll see how the rest of the
Yes, fine. All okay. I'm fine copy as well. 73, all the best. And have a nice weekend, you and your family. GW3, use the death signing.
I've lost him, just moved out of the way by accident. So, let's keep looking.
Just outside the city of Leicester, in a little village called Sileby, Sierra India Lima Echo Bravo Yankee. And at the bottom of the garden there, we've got farmers' fields as far as the eye can see. There it's a beautiful location. We're around about 400.
There is a bit of activity on 40 here locally. So it's so convenient, I can just sit at my computer and do this, because my shack is spread quite wide. Power. Yeah, we get the power down, and then we'll tune up. So we can tune using the software. There you go. And we'll get this RF gain a bit better. And we just hold our finger on the mouse. We can go all the way up and all the way down. Yeah, the digi modes always come through good. And you can use this software for FT8 and JS8 and things like that. So I think we'll try and get a contact, but it'll be on 40. And you can save things in the memory as well. So let's say we want to save this in the memory. We just see the MW here at the bottom. There you are, that's in the memory now. And to retrieve that, there's your memory. You just click memory here at the top. But when it put it in the memory, then we can select the group here. We've got up and down groups. See that? Different groups. And then different channels. Like so. And it shows here. So let's turn that RF gain back a bit. Now you can change the colors of the scope here. But I like the colours it's set at. I sort of do the line in green and then the fill section in black. So if you look here, you'll see my settings. Fill and line, waveform colour, black, line, green. And I think that looks good. And then these settings here, waterfall, basically are set so that if it's a strong signal, it goes red now. Have a look there. It looks really good. And you've got other settings here. So there's some stations there. Bit of interference, and I could try and cut some of that out with NR. So I'll turn it up a bit.
Nice to hear you, Ken. You're 5-9 also. 5-9 both ways. Thank you very much. No problems at all. Take care. Yeah, I'll go back to chasing photo, but you take care. Nice to have a chat for the first time.
So at the NR, the noise reduction does cut in and smooth it down. Now we've got twin filters here. We're going through filter 1, 2 and 3. If we right click, then we can make changes.
Earlier on and just checking on the plants and everything. Everything looks okay, but nice to hear you, Jason. Look forward to the next time. Over to you, Malcolm, and we'll catch you later. Bye-bye. Two things. One is, have I got your call right? It is Oscar Mike United or Oscar November United. And are you able to confirm your workshop Britain square for me? Ken thinks it's Sierra Kilo 52 or 51. From Golf 0 Victor Italy, Mike, over. Yeah, the call is Mike 3 Oscar Mike uniform. Yeah, I think it's the way that I say it.
So quite a weak station there, Mike 3 station, but he is making it. Now if I have my G5RV, sorry, my long wire outside, away from the noise floor that I get inside this house, that would come through a lot clearer. I would use my 705 for that, or basically move the radio away from all the local QRM. Right, we'll move away and see what else is there.
It's not right. But anyway, it's very nice to hear you this morning. I've just been listening. I am interested in Work All Britain. I've had a bit of a tune around.
So can you see how it's good fun, isn't it? So we'll just turn that down. And what we're going to do, we're going to just turn up my All-Star node again.
So I shouldn't knock it. Anyway, I'm at the pump, so I should be a good citizen and dekey the mic.
Now that's my All-Star node, and then we'll turn up. We'll listen to the same thing on different modes, so fusion and analog.
Yeah, what's the old saying? There was a film designer out there with Kevin Costner. I can't remember what it was.
So there's the analog FTM 300.
It will come. Catch you later. Bye-bye. G0OMK.
Turn that down. Looks like they've cleared.
Oscar Mike Kilo, G0OMK. This is Golf 0 Juliet Alpha Rome.
And that's hearing it on analog using the node. And this is my control panel made by G7 RPG. So, and you can use Supermon, which you log into, and then you can, change rooms that way, or you can use this sort of tile system. That's a page that's been created by Peter. That's one of my. That was the contact I just had, I think. Now, I recognise the picture, and I think me and Giles have spoke before. So it was a nice contact. There's the HubNet room. There's me live streaming. How long we've been running for? I was only going to do 10 minutes. So, and then I to see what I'm up to, I log into my router, and I can see all the IP addresses. So here's I've got 2 hotspots running, one on 100 and one on 104. So there's the 104. Now if I put the 100 one in, like so, I'm pretty sure that's my DMR radio. Yes, DMR, and it's active now. So I'll just grab that and turn it up, turn it on. It's Anytone 878. I know you can't see the actual radio, but you should hear it on talk. It'll be on talk group 91, I would say. And I've got the latest one, which is quite funky, which is the one that has receive APRS, and it works really well. I'm very pleased with it. So anyway, have a listen. Yeah, the audio is a bit squashed. Not really saw why his audio squashed, and he sounded like that when he was coming through on the Openspot, which is on my 5100 radio. See if I can get that. Right. Oh no, I changed over to Reflector 30, so let's have a listen to this other station, SM7 USG. Yeah, as you can see, a few people on Talk Group 91. You get that quite a lot. People just key up and just briefly, maybe it's a connection or disconnection. So you can see it there. Just a normal jumbo hotspot on a Pi Zero with a budget MMDVM board. I'll see if I can give a call out. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact. That's on an Anytone 878 Mark II. Try again. I've made mine a bit red and black. Mike 0 Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo. You can't. Yeah, maybe need a reboot. It's not the greatest contact, is it? So let's just see if I can get the volume up a bit on it. They're very loud, these 878s. There you go, that'll be a bit louder. Got it on max volume 1, and then we'll call out again. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo, M0FXB, calling for a contact.
M0FXB, M7PHB returning. Morning, Andreas.
M7PHB, M7PHB, yeah, very good morning. I think I'm live streaming at the moment. I've been playing around with all sorts this morning. ICOM IC-7300 on the ICOM 5100, doing FTM 300, and now on the Anytone 878, all at the same time. Back to you.
M7PHB returning. You dropped out there, Andreas. I think the servers are playing up this morning. I've heard one or two strange things over the last hour or so. From M7PHB, go again.
Yeah, hi Peter. Yeah, it has been playing up this morning. I wasn't sure if it was me or if I needed to reboot the hotspot. How's it that time? I'm just sort of playing a bit of everything this morning. I'm on the 7300, the 5100 and the FTM 300 and the Anytone 878, all playing around at the same time. Back to you.
Yeah, you were no M7PHB return. You weren't too bad there at all, Andreas. Good God. I won't have to pay your electric bill. Hi. Yeah, it's there's been one or two people calling out and it's gone on a loop over and over again. So that's down to the service, not down to individuals' internet or device problems. So the servers have been played up. But yeah, you didn't sound too bad there, Andreas. Multitasking, eh? Good on you. From M7PHB.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. Well, if you look on YouTube, you'll see us live. Well, I'm just sort of sat here. I started off just on WiresX PC mode, and then I fired up the ICOM HF and thought, oh, this is fun. I'm going to record this. And so I turned on the camera, and I've had about 3 or 4 contacts. So it's been great fun. And even 40 meters has some activity. Back to you, Peter.
PHP, which I'll have a look after Andreas. I will put a public comment out around the world that you should follow Ham Digital Diary on YouTube, because Andreas's videos are entertaining, but more importantly, very informative. They've helped me out quite a bit. So I've just put a bit of advertising for you there, Andreas, from M7PHP.
M0 FXB returning. Yeah, thanks, Peter. And it's great fun as well. I was on All-Star HubNet via FM and one of the nodes, and I was listening to myself on WiresX C4FM. And it's such a big change in the audio, isn't it? So how are you making it into where are we? Talk Group 91 at the moment. Back to you.
Yeah, at the moment, Andreas, I'm running Alan HD1, which I love. It's what I call a man's radio. You know you've got it in your hand. Through a Zoomspot USB stick running the Blue DV software. It's plug and play, pretty simple. I've been toying with the idea of a Pi-Star hotspot for a bit more cross-moding like you do. With years of 7th ICOM 250 and the FG70 cross-boarded from YSF to DMR. But it's Father's Day in a couple of weeks, so you never know. I think what my kids might find. I know. But I've got various answers. I've got NHO 868, GYT, MD380, Dstar D900, and I've got a high tier MD785, which is hooked up to a core linear. So I've got various different ones. I'll swap and change when the battery on this dies. I'll fire another one from some PHP.
KN4YCU monitoring.
KN4YCU. Yeah, you're booming in there today. Yeah, same here. You know, lots of handhelds, and just switch between them. That Alliance is a lovely solid radio. My friend had one. He couldn't get his head round the code plug. But I think it's a very nice radio, and there's a local guy in Bristol who's got one, and he swears by it. So yeah, nice set. So okay, well I'll stand by. I think I'll have a quick over with KN4YCU, and then I'll stand by. So it's Andreas, Southwest UK, with Peter, M7 Papa Hotel Bravo, over to KN4YCU. Do you want to take it for a final, Peter? Back to you.
Yeah, sorry, Andreas, M7PHP returning. Yeah, sorry about that, mate. There were all sorts of ka-chunking going on there. Yeah, I'll keep monitoring. 70, I'll let you take it over to the guy over in Florida. And like I said, stay safe, stay well, stay healthy. And if you can, be happy. M7PHP. Going back to monitoring. See you later, buddy.
Yeah, you take care. Thanks for coming back to me. Good to catch up. 7-3, all the best. Well, there you go. That was a nice contact on a Anytone 878 using a Pi-Star hotspot. We had the KN4 station came in. Very loud. Very clear. As you can see the difference of the audios.
But this is KN4YCU from Dundee, Florida. Where are you from?
There you are. Go back to, I think it's Hector. KN4YCU. Andreas M0FXB returning. I'm Southwest UK, about 100 miles west of London, in a seaside town. And you're coming through lovely and clear. Very good audio. I got you on QRZ, so is that Hector? Back to you.
Cool. Thanks for coming back. I was just doing a radio check here. It's 5:46 in the morning here. Just waking up and getting my morning started. What time is it there where you're at?
Yeah, 10:47. Yeah, it's 10:47 a.m. So yeah, middle of the night for you. I've been playing radio a couple of hours, just using a... Sorry, I dekeyed then. 10:47 a.m. here. Looks like I keep dekeying. Wonder why it's doing that. Yeah, it looks like the hotspot's playing up. So it's 10:47 a.m. here. yeah, so anyway, it looks like I'm going to have to sign, but we're having a bit of cutout there for some reason. But no worries. I'll reboot the hotspot, just check the settings. But I think I'll end the stream now. Thanks for watching. Got some things to do. So, yeah, catch you later. 7-3, all the best.